You launch for 5 on the dot, dominating every single variable on the geographical spot. Multi-syllabic resolutions formulating a new tactical plan, stepping cleanly out of the shadows to become the ultimate man. The old circle is calling, looking to drag me back to the mud, but I am circulating pure adrenaline directly through the lineage blood. I block the distractions, mute the notification, display choices, silence in the frequency of the negative and demanding voices. The muscle fiber is tearing, rebuilding under the high iron stress, successfully cleaning up the remainder of the psychological mess. No sentimentality permitted for the version of me that just died. Sovereign, independent controller operating on the internal inside. The concrete is cold, but my boots hit the pavement with an iron strike, delivering an absolute configuration that the lookers won't like. I am the independent engineer of this massive reconstruction grid, erasing the tracking codes of every single failure that I ever did. The foundry is hot, the furnace is running on maximum heat, preparing the final alignment of the victory on the concrete streets.
Smash the mold for the steel.
Smash the mold
For the steel.
The obsolete lifestyle has officially flatlined to zero.
Recast, the hardware is totally new.
Cleaning the memory sectors of every one of you.
No more complacency.
The strap tagum is
The
hard
supreme commander.
of the reinvented guard.
The old version is
The
dead.
greatest factory
The
clean
unstoppable velocity.
of the upgrade machine. I step into the weight room, loading the plates onto the iron bar, tracking the progressive acceleration of how I am traveling far. The lungs are burning hot, the sweat is pouring down to the floor, an absolute decoration of the independent self-improvement war. I don't look for the validation, shortcuts, don't ask for a cheat. Operating flawlessly until the entire integration is complete. The diet is strict, the focus is sharp like a surgical knife, slicing cleanly through the mediocrity of my historical life. They see the physical density shifting, see the change in the eyes, a terrifying calculation happening underneath the carbonized sky.
Used to be regular, used to hang out at the local spot, until I localized my concentration on the apex coordinate slide.
I built a fortress out of the hours they spent chasing the cloud. The absolute masterful execution of my personal pathway line out. No alcohol running through the system, no toxic exhaust in the brain. Converted the absolute magnitude of the discipline into a campaign. The bank account is growing because the attention is locked tight. Operating the production machinery in the middle of midnight night. The environment is freezing, but the chassis remains tough and whole. Taking absolute undivided custody of the overdriven control. I don't offer the excuses, don't play the lazy victim game. Permanently linking my identity from the letters of the blame. The configuration is clinical, the layout is stone hard steel. Completely indifferent to how the uninspired crowd might feel.
Every single drop of my energy is an investment in the crown.
Watching the card boa.
Watching the card boa.
Yeah.
There's the frame.
Cure the stone.
Lock the frame. Cure the stone.
The fragile architecture has officially collapsed to zero. Pouring the liquid steel straight inside the newly dug trench layout. The heavy-duty infrastructure on my personal structural pathway out. Waking up at 4:30 before the rest of the world can even blink. Locking down the concentration, refusing to let the discipline sink. The foundation is hardening, turning into an absolute massive stone. Operating the construction machinery in the freezing dark, completely alone. No shortcuts in the manual, no deviations from the architectural plan. Solidifying the
machine.
I check the ledger balance, allocating the financial resource type, operating the production machinery deep inside the midnight night. The investments are calculated, the debt is liquidated down to none. An independent financial victory permanently, securely won. I don't buy the flashy labels, don't chase the synthetic applause, focusing strictly on the eradication of my historical flaws. The routine is a mechanical march, a relentless metronome beat, stamping out the remaining traces of mediocrity right on the street. They see the efficiency climbing, see the output reach the high peak. The version of me they used to exploit is become incredibly weak.
He doesn't come to the parties, doesn't mingle at the local bar, because I localize my configuration to travel incredibly far.
I built an empire out of the minutes they wasted scrolling for clout. The absolute textbook execution of my personal pathway line out. No toxic chemicals running inside the repository of the brain, converting the absolute magnitude of the focus into a campaign. The eyes are fixed on the future, a clinical sharp white line, operating flawlessly on the sovereign perimeter design layout. The environment is freezing, but the edges stays burning in whole, taking total possession of the overridden internal soul control. I tell them I don't ask for permission, don't negotiate with the crowd. The roar of the internal combustion engine is screaming out loud that the configuration is structural, the configuration is stone hard. The ultimate supreme commander of the independent perimeter guard. Every single calorie is an investment inside the gold crown, watching the cardboard networks of the slackers tumble straight down. I am the architect of the masonry, the monarch of the new day, wiping the remaining traces of your assumptions
Completely off.
the node,
Claim the throne.
Lock the node, claim the throne.
Lock the node. Claim the throne.
Lock the node,
yeah.
claim the throne.
Activating the master control switches on a newly built grid, permanently archiving the memory files of everything I ever did. I walk into the light, completely transform the titanium frame, the final definitive closure of the validation and blame game. The sovereignty is absolute, the network is entirely my own, sitting securely in the center of an independent empire throne. No vulnerabilities in the layout, no leaks in the high security wall, completely unaffected by the trajectory of your traditional fall. I look at the marketplace, look at the playground scene, operating flawlessly like a cold-blooded clinical machine. The old associates don't even recognize the sound of my stride, a total structural evacuation of the weakness inside. I don't answer to your metrics, don't answer to your review. The ultimate commander dominating the landscape over the crew. The inventory is heavy, the capital reserves are secure, the most unyielding manifestation that is cold and pure. Multi-syllabic dominance executing the master design layout, the absolute supreme operator of the single pathway out. They checking the directory, searching for the version they knew, failing to locate a single coordinate trace of a clue. I have vertically integrated every single aspect of the drive, reclaiming the maximum velocity required to expand and thrive. The muscle memory is stone, the focus is a laser white beam, fulfilling the absolute parameters of the construction dream. No compromises offered to the parasites looking for a slice. I am setting the value and I am commanding the price. The concrete is turned to diamond, the armor cannot split, trapped inside the center of an unbreakable master kit. I am the independent ruler of this sovereign territory field, using the absolute transformation as my eternal body shield. The configuration is locked, the indicators stay bright, dominating the entire grid in the middle of midnight night.
Lock the node, claim the throne. Lock the node, claim the throne.
The competitive landscape has officially dropped down to zero.
The sovereign grid, the ecosystem is live. See if the remnants of your fraud
Can even survive.
no more accessibility.
The parameters are stuck.
Commanding the entire landscape.
Securely alone.
The matrix is master.
The redcast is home.
The ultimate manifestation of the mother control. I check the automated systems running the diagnostic check clean. The flawless performance of an independent industrial machine. The infrastructure is massive, scale of production is high, dominating every single coordinate underneath the wide sky. I don't engage indulge in the small talk, don't mingle, let the fate stand. Navigating the parameters of this highly fortified land. The attention is a currency spent strictly on the ground, refusing to let the velocity of the momentum slow down. They see the expansion happen and see the monolith rise, a terrifying calculation written directly inside the eyes.
He used to be regular, used to accept the low wage.
Until I broke completely out of the cardboard corporate cage. I built a fortress out of the hours they spent chasing the trend, refusing to let the parameters of my reality bend. No entry points available for the parasites to intercept the line. Sovereign, independent master of the baseline design layout. The environment is freezing, but the chassis remains tough and firm, dictating the absolute finality of the operational term. I don't offer the explanations, don't play the cooperative show. The hard reset was perfectly letting the leverage grow. The configuration is permanent, the columns are solid steel, completely unaffected by how the banquet rivals might feel. Every single drop of sweat is recorded inside the gold vault, and the dominance of my position is exclusively your fault.
I am the monarch of the. I am the monarch of the. I am the monarch of the. Lock the node, claim